Good morning, everyone. We are back. It's the last full day of the year. Whew. Where's my coffee? Where is my coffee? Oh, I need my coffee. Here we go. How's it going? Why is coffee so good in the morning, right? Just crazy how that 1% fair value gap of Monday has been revisited again in Asia. And it's just been literally consolidating again. So I guess that's good. Actually, to be honest, I'm still not sure if we're going to go up or down now. I would think we have more, it looks like we have to finalize more room to the upside now. I would favor, but then again, it could trick us again. There were some people that really, really nice trades yesterday, PM session. That long was awesome. I did not manage to take it. But hey, let's see. I mean, we do have a two this afternoon FOMC minutes now. FOMC minutes are just the minutes of the FOMC meeting 3 weeks ago. They tend to be less volatile, but they could still move the market. So let's see. We're easing our way out of the year and get ready to go full beast mode. 2026, right? It's nice to see though that the market did move. I did not manage to take all the moves yesterday, but I did like how the market moved. It wasn't as bad as last few weeks. So okay, let's have a look. We're in the 150 macro. Let's see what it does, right? You see how we're respecting all those fair value gaps, and it's just consolidating in those levels all the time. I guess we look bullish, right, at the moment. But let's see. Let's see. It's quiet today. I think a lot of people already maybe checked out and on holiday and doing stuff, which I understand. I was really surprised about yesterday's volume, and I mean in the chat and what we had was just pretty amazing. So a lot of people still want to learn and study. Hey Rajesha, how are you doing? Good morning to you. How are you doing? How's it going? Almost at the end of the year. Hey Dean, how are you doing? Dean and Rajesha and anyone else who's here already. You want to share your trading New Year's resolutions? You don't have to share your personal, but do you have anything that you want to share, like what you want to improve, what you want to work on in 2026? Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm just so happy how this year ends and how it's going. So, and you guys make me happy. The community just really makes me extremely happy. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to build on this little plant that has been seeded 4.5 months ago, and I cannot be more excited in the coming year. It's all about you. It's because of you guys. So, so Dean, have you been watching the market already, or are you just Dean? I think I forgot where you live. So did you trade Asia as well? Because I know I see you in London and New York as well. Um, you're not in Canada, right? Or am I? I'm starting to mix up things now because there's more people coming. Upgrade my mind and strategy. Upgrade. It sounds like you're going to go to a store and buy an upgrade. Hello, Tamir. I'm just watching already in the how price is behaving in this macro, so it's very slow, right? But we had that yesterday as well. Oh, you're in Taiwan. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. So then New York, you're awake late. Okay, but I realize I don't see you. Well, I do actually. So you don't sleep a lot. I'm the same. I need more sleep, but I'm a morning and an evening person. So I guess so that's why I try not to stay out of Asia, otherwise I really don't sleep anymore. How's the weather in Taiwan now? I think it's typhoon season, right? Or is it starts in January? Is that am I correct? I used to live in Singapore when I was a little girl. My father had to work a lot in Taiwan. He would send a lot to Taiwan, but I remember I just can't remember the I think it was December. I think it was around this time, right? If I'm mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's have a look at gold. Okay, and Q's not doing much. Let's have a look at gold. What has gold been doing overnight? Okay, okay. Okay, so yesterday gold made that drop during London, right? Or actually, oh no, actually in the AM session, all the way down into this level here, and it consolidated. And now it's moving its way up. Let's see what are you doing, gold? To me, it's cold. Yes, I know Taiwan is cold in this time of year. Mm, I went to Hong Kong as well. I mean, that was I think also around this time. Maybe I think in January. Oh my God, it was so cold. Mm, okay, so this was the point of this whole move. So I was looking at this for gold. I was looking at this opening range gap. Just disregard all the other information. Now, actually, we have yesterday's opening range gap as well. It's interesting because there's nothing been. We did not do anything in the opening range gap yesterday. It's totally open. I'm going to mark this one because I like that. That's interesting. So we do need buy side in this gap on the 30-minute. So there's nothing yet here. We have a gap on buy side here, and we have a new gap. Let me see. I like that because this is totally unfilled. Yesterday's one. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. I like this. Interesting setup on gold. Yeah, there's too many overlaps, but I think this is also sell by. Is this balanced? No, not completely. We have a little gap here. So we still need to go a little bit higher, but maybe it does not. Let me see. Oh, this might be balanced. Okay. I'm going to forget about this one. I forget about this one. Okay, this is enough for me. Okay, here we go. Hey Jay, how are you doing? Good morning, good morning. Just checking out gold. I think we need buy side on in both these gaps here still. So let's see if gold this is all the way up into here. Let's see. Might not. Okay. And Q is moving very slow. Oh. NQ. Oh my god. Okay, let's go to the higher time frame. I need to get rid of you. Daily, daily, daily. We still have this N walk below us. The daily here, we open lower than this candle. Let's see if we're going to get, we already created a little wick here. Let's see if that's enough for, I look at propulsion blocks. I do. If I do notice them, I do look at them. Yes, I look at all PD arrays if I manage to see them. So if we're in an uptrend or downtrend, I do use them. Yes. But we haven't had, because we're in consolidation. We don't really have a lot of propulsion blocks right now. But yeah, on extension days, it's the only way to actually trade, right? I think you cannot do without your propulsion blocks. Okay, I think we're in a down. We're gonna go down now in the daily. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. Oh my God! Look at that. This is a 4 hour. These are 4 hour candles, right? I actually thought that we might have this already in yesterday, but we still had quite a bit of a nice move though. I think yesterday wasn't too bad price action. It was actually pretty nice, don't you guys think? But you see here, if you see, look, always look to the left, right? If you see this to the left, you can expect it to the right. Not always, but 6 o'clock. Okay, so this 4 hour took out this one here, inside day. Do you trade propulsion blocks, Jay? How do you use them? Do you use them differently than are there more ways to use them? I only use them on extension days, basically, if I'm honest. Okie dokie. I guess I'm gonna play the same way I did yesterday. I'm going to use the event horizon. So if price comes below this level, then I'm going to look for a short. If not, I'm just going to wait. I'm okay to lose these points here because you can see clearly that price is respecting this. And once we have a body closure, I wouldn't look on the 4 hour because that takes too long, but because you're going to get a wick and it could still wake up. So on the 15-minute, I would like a body closure below this level to look for a short. We already rejected in this one, so I'm hoping we're going to go, once we are below, we're going to have a smooth ride to the downside. It might be the 350 to 410 macro we have to wait for. Look at this. It's not 15-minute babies, not 1 hour babies, it's 4 hour babies. There's a lot of them. Damn, it's a whole kindergarten. So Jay, I can't wait to trade propulsion blocks again. You haven't had them for a while, right? I haven't traded the. I mean, we didn't really have extension days for. We did have a few nice moves to the downside, but it was more trickling, not really clear. Well, you could still identify the proportion, but it wasn't as clear, right, as normally when you have a fast move. Hey, Samal, good morning to you. How are you doing? So for me, area like this on the 4 hour. Hey, Shukiyasin. As an AMD trader, on higher time frame consolidation is actually the worst you can have. You really have to wait until you have a clear breakout, and the higher time frame the consolidation is, the more challenging it gets. That's where I used to use it to lose most of my money or my have more losing trades. So if I see an area like this, now you can scalp. I know there are people in my chat that are very good at scalping these zones. So you just need to need to establish, okay, what's the zone that is using, and we might be able to use the N walk, event horizon, or some other level of gaps. Um, hey, Sama. Um, I think actually yesterday wasn't too bad, but I think the price action, generally speaking, is a little bit harder now because we're at the end of the year. The market is really taking its time to move towards the specific level, so a lot of time distortion. But yesterday, I think it was a little bit better than the last 2 weeks. I only paper trade till the end of the year. I just already decided, you know what? I'm easing my way out of the year. I'm just paper trading. Um, Reading tape, studying, and just go over price and try to. For me, learning how to identify chops sooner and maybe even trade it is something that I really want to learn in 2026. So I'm okay with it because getting better at identifying unfavorable areas or unfavorable settings is very valuable to have. So when you get more experience and you see it, you just you close your laptop and you just move, and then a lot of traders don't trade in this whole Q1 because it's actually higher time frame consolidation. So that's why you are experiencing a little bit that is harder, but that's okay. It's normal, and there's nothing wrong with you. It's just really it is a harder period. Liquidity is getting, the volume is getting less. People are already on holiday, so you have more manipulation, more time distortion, less higher probability moves. So yeah, so no worries on your end, all normal. Yeah. So I would really advise. I know we had a I need to make house on tree and go away and trading. I need some calm. You always need to be calm when you trade, right? You have to have your mindset needs to be in the right place. But yeah, no worries. I mean, it's all going to be fine again, and it's all normal. This is just really normal. Jay, do you think a bearish breaker block is valid on GC soon? Let's have a look. Let's have a look on JC. On which time frame are you looking at, Jay? Did you mention it? Two, 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 two. Mm-hmm. You mean on the weekly, these two? That's a long way down for gold, but 4 hour. Let me check the 4 hour. Well, we have a. I don't like the structure here. I don't like this one. I don't like those 1 minute or those one candle breakers. I always like it when there are three or two of them at least. Oh, you're on the 5 minute. Once we have to spend just 5 minutes. Okay, let me have a look on the five. Let me have a look on the. Let me have a look on the five. Let me look on the five. Oh, you're going back to the four. On the one. Let's go into the because we love to do the break. We're going to do the breaker retest, right? If we find them, we're going to just test them here to see how. Maybe I should make it. Maybe I should make a sheet and see how much of them are working out, right? Oh, come on, what are you doing? Hey, Lucy, how are you doing? Are you done counting your money? So Jay, you know what I don't like when I'm looking at a structure like this, and I see that they make the wicks are to the downside. I never trust that too much. So if I would have if I'm looking at this, even though we have a sort of like a market structure shift here on the five, the wicks are always to the downside. You see that here? There's almost no wicks to the upside. Remember what I said? If I can frame a bullish breaker and a bearish breaker, you don't dibble in the middle because if you would have like say we could get displacement to the downside. Yeah, now this wouldn't be a breaker because we didn't take liquidity, but this one could be. Okay. So if you can frame a bearish breaker right here and you have a bullish breaker, like say you get displacement, the displacement might retest this bullish breaker, right? That's what I mean when I say when I see two breakers, I don't dibble in the middle. But this is just an area of consolidation. I can we consider this a sweep? Yes, this is a sweep up here, but it's still a rejection more. Um, yeah, and you see here it just makes wicks to the downside all the time. So I'm more bullish than bearish on gold, to be honest, because we still have these opening range gap above us that has been unfilled since yesterday and the day before yesterday, or Friday, I mean. Mm, I would be inclined to take it a little bit higher and then maybe look for a short later on. But there's more imbalances to the upside for me at the moment to look into. Now, how imbalanced is it? Is this a balanced price range or not? Until here, that's already. Hmm. Is this we? I'm gonna take this. Mhm. This could be enough to go down for. It doesn't need to go higher. It could. This could be enough for a just a small retracement to go further down. If this is a, I see we have some here, but can we get over this level here? I wonder. Wonder why. It's 30%. I don't know. Tricky, tricky. I'm not gonna put an alarm on my thing because if I put an alarm, you guys are gonna just have to keep an. I want to see how price is going to move and if we are going to go higher. But let's see. I have a lot of here. Choo, 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 choo. Bluesy, have you been trading already? Do you trade Asia, by the way? Yeah, I'm more inclined to go a little bit higher on gold than lower at the moment. But okay, let's have a look at NQ. What is NQ doing? NQ is just consolidating. I wonder. London, New York, mostly today. I'm up earlier than. Oh, you're up earlier than usual. Ah, okay. You're excited for the last few days of the year to trade, right? Hey, yesterday was a nice day. I wasn't too bad yesterday, in all honesty, right? Um, I wonder. So but thinking of taking small starter long if NQ holds 700 there. Not really. Do you scalp as well? Okay, 608. Not really. Yeah, no, me neither. But so I wonder if we are not going to move to the downside before the New York Open. So we just might have more. Let's see, what are we doing? We are moving now, though. I traded in my work and my boss gave me a warning. Yeah, be careful with it's not worth it, somehow. If you have a job, keep your job so you can buy your evals and you can learn until you are ready to, just be careful with your work. Where are you staying, Samal? Where are you from? Lucy, I like trading around the core, mostly aiming for bigger moves, but playing with my average when needed. Okay, yeah, yeah. I'm also a larger move player now, but I really want to get better in scalping, but not. I don't want to take the far. I mean, we had it like when people sometimes when they talk about scalping, they talk about 10, 20 points. But I remember when I started, I didn't consider 10, well, 20 points to scalp. I was like, oh my god, if I get 20 points in a move, that is just really a solid move. But I guess some people for scalping is like time, just being in a trade very quickly, just within half a minute. Um, and for some, it's just maybe 10 points or maybe 15. But some people call it even 20 points. Are you from Jordan? No, I know Jordan. Yes, I've worked in tourism, so I worked for KLM, so I do know some topography. But I've never been though. I've never been. I know Petra. Petra's in Jordan, right? I know a lot of people visit that area. Okay, let's see. My level. I want to see what we're going to do here, and then see what I'm. If I get a body closure below here on the 15, I might go for a short. Yes, Petra. Yeah. Hey, who knows? So Bluesy, you are looking for for a long from this area here? Is that what you said? Let me see. Q. Along if NQ holds 700 here. Okay, yeah, okay, no, it's below 700 already. Um, I wonder if the time is right for it to move now to the downside. That's my only concern right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 9 candles, 4-hour candles, and we only have 6 here now. So I'm just wondering if we're going to make one more 4-hour candle before we're going to make that move. So 1, 2. So the fourth candle took out 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth candle. 1, 2. I wonder if we're going to make one more. I call them baby 4-hour candle. Yeah, they're making lots of babies here. Uh, it's whole kindergarten. I wonder if we're gonna make more. For me, I really want a body closure below this area, but on the 4-hour, it's hard to see because we can wick down. So I really need to go to a lower time frame. I think 5 minutes, 15 minutes will be my go-to. And I'm just gonna do the same thing as yesterday and then wait for this one, and then I think, but um, yeah, on the 4-hour, it could still go down and still wick back up. So that's a little bit too. So let's see. We're gonna make another, so 2 to 6 and then 6 to 10, right? So let's see how many more 4-hour. We're just gonna have consolidation all London. Could be. So then if we're gonna consolidate, then this is the range between here. I mean, that's tradable, I guess, from here, right? From this fair value gap back to this N walk or this first presented here. So you can use this range, I guess. I mean, it's not a small range, so technically, if you can define the range, you can take smaller trades. I guess it's still possible, right? Maybe trade of the 30 seconds and find your PD arrays. I mean, this is a full market maker, sell side, buy side, right? It left all imbalances. So if we're going to go back up, we might feel all these imbalances, go back to original consolidation, which is here. So this could be a trade, right? Now, I'm not too eager, but I think if you have like 4 days of consolidation, you might want to start doing that. But I'm just going to watch for now. But if we do have another 1 to 4 hour consolidation candle, you just might want to trade in the range. So this is the 150 to 210 macro. So it just partially consolidated, and at 2 o'clock, so this is the 2 o'clock candle here. Then we made a move down, but still within the range. So it's no breakout, nothing. It's just within the range still. But with on the lower time frame, it is consolidation, a little move to the downside. But I think it's just creating liquidity to be taken out again. I think we're going to go up to just make a small mini market maker, sell side, buy side. Let me go to the 30 seconds to see if I have some more information. I don't know. I don't see a proper structure. This is not a breaker in my. We are below this one. We might go down now. Who knows? Let's see. Uh, 229. So look at gold quickly. It's just consolidating. Patience is tested today, guys, in London. I think we have to practice patience. So for me, also, I don't like it when they print like this, right? When they print all these those little gaps. So that's also like very. Then you know that there might be a lot of wicks to balance out these imbalances very quickly, right? So it's just printing all little gaps. Now let me check this, because let me see what the midpoint is of this wick. So if we might go up into this wick, I might take a long though. Let me see. I'm just paper trading, guys, until the end of the year. I don't want to trade anymore. I closed my books. I'm happy. Just easing out my way out of the year. Being content with what I did. Um, 2573. Uh, 231. Did we also not start yesterday like this? It was also printing, and it got a little bit better in the micro, but then along as time proceeded, it got a little bit better, right? So let's see if we do get a little bit more. As you can see, we have beautiful weather today outside. So sun is shining. The wind is not too bad. There might be even a beach day today, but it's been really so much winter and just rain. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that and Q. Oh my God, there's so much power in you now. Totally unexpected. See, I'm talking about the weather, and he's like, no, 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 no. You're not going to talk about the weather on my when you're looking at my chart. He's like, okay, now I'm really screwing up. Talking, people are starting to talk about the weather. My price action is so bad. I have to do something about that. There you go. I live in South Africa, in KwaZulu-Natal currently, and it's summertime here, but it has been really, really bad so far. Bad in the sense of a lot of rain, which is not bad rain, but the wind and just a lot of trees falling. It was just a lot of people having water issues. I have water issues in my kitchen, um, but it's all good now. Okay, let's see if we are going to. I'm gonna go a little bit lower. 233. Shit. Uh, Yeah, South Africa has a lot to offer. We have bush, we have mountains, we have ocean, we have beaches, we have forests. There's so much nature here. It's quite a beautiful country, I must say. It really is. Okay, I'm gonna go lower to the 15. Now, the only thing that I don't like is that I might have to go to the 5 minute. Let me go to the 5 minute on this one. Uh, I'll go to the then 9. Uh, Remember, we still had equal lows, right, on the low of the week. So it is. And sharks, yes, 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 we have sharks here. Correct, correct, yes. Cost of living, I think the supermarket compared to what people make on wages is very high. So especially if you obviously buy imported goods, but living in general, generally speaking, I think it's okay. Like if you go out for dinner in the Netherlands, it would cost me like 3 times as much to just have a dinner. But here you can have a nice dinner and still don't think, oh my God, that's really so much money. But during groceries, considering the wages of people that make a living in rent, it's pretty high. And I'm like, wow. I mean, obviously I make my money in dollars, but and even though the dollar's not doing that well, but um, that's the only thing. Like, wow, how do people, make a living here? That's quite hard. But on the other hand, a lot of things are very cheap as well. My rent is much cheaper here. I can find a really, I have like a rooftop. I have ocean view, and I mean, I can't get that for the same amount of money in the Netherlands at a beach place, for example. We have beaches in the Netherlands, by the way. I don't know about big cities because I don't know where I don't live in big cities, but I think big cities you can get them in all classes. Um, if you want to live in a bad neighborhood, you can get it very cheap. When you want to live in if you go to Cape Town, for example, it will be very expensive. But if you go more remote or something, um, but yeah, it's do if you have a normal job, you can make a living here. But I mean, you do need money here. I mean, like you need everywhere. Big cities can be more, you need more security. It's more dangerous. So, hey Norik, how are you? I'm living in South Africa, KwaZulu-Natal right now. Yeah. But I normally live in the in the bush. So I live among animals. But if I can arrange the Wi-Fi, then I'll go back to the bush. But because I need to stream, right? I just got disconnected from OBS. You see my internet. Um, my internet is wonky at the moment, so my apologies for that, guys. If you see me freeze or drop out for a few seconds, that's my internet. I will see. Thank you, Shukriyasin. I appreciate you. You're so kind. So again, we are below the 20%. For me, I need confirmation below this level. Now, technically, um, I'm almost inclined to think that we might do it in this run, in this 4-hour candle. How many times have we gone below the 20%? Let me have a look. After yesterday, see, we went below here. That's it. Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm gonna wait until the macro. If we are not going to, I'm gonna see if price action, if we can get over this level. If not, I'm gonna go short. I'm gonna take it, especially I'm gonna have a very, what will be my stop loss? I'll use this as a, I guess I'll use this as a breaker, I guess, on the 9-minute. Let me go to the 3-minute quickly on this one here. Is it, it's too much, it's too high. Well, talking about two. Okay, let's see. Let's just make a theory here. If it works, if not, let's just go. I'm on the 9-minute here because price action is. I like the 9-minute when I don't like the price action when it's like this. Let's say we have a breaker retest, and we consider this a breaker. Now let's see if this will work out. This is actually a large trade, but I'm just wondering because the level is lower, and I think that is exactly around a little bit higher than 2R. So let's see. So the breaker, if we have a breaker, the retest goes exactly. You take 2R. Now I would try to enter. I would try to enter if it goes deeper. But what you do if you do a breaker retest trade, right? For people that are new and you want just a very mechanical trade. I'm just going over the breaker retest because I think it's a very good. I don't want to call it a pattern because there are a lot of if-then statements you need to take into account, right? Is there a sweep? What is the time? Are we in a macro? Because you want the retest or because this candle activated the breaker, right? I think you asked Jay, you asked about gold, but this is like the activation of the gold of the NQ breaker, right, on the 9-minute. So if we get a retest in the next macro, I would enter, but I would preferably would enter higher, but I would still calculate the 2R from the bottom of the breaker here, and your stop always goes 1 or 2 ticks above it, right? In this case, above here. Now, they do not always work. 80% of the time they work, but if you always take this trade as 2R, you can, you're able to have a few. Now, in this one, I would never take with them. If you're new, you don't take this one with a mini. You take this with a micro because 27.5 points is a lot, right? So it's not the most ideal one. We're just gonna watch if it. Yeah, but so Jay, what you want to do, you will enter maybe here, but you have to calculate your 2R. You calculate it from the same point because you need like a benchmark, right? You calculate it from the bottom and your stop loss goes from here. But if you manage to take it in the middle, obviously your R to R will be higher. But you don't want to recalculate, you don't want to take your 2R from here because then, this breaker tells you that the 2R is exactly here. So it is there's a logic behind it, like the breaker and how things are, everything is you can actually calculate basically all moves if you know how the algorithm is, So from the breaker bottom, if it is a solid breaker, you can calculate your 2R. So this is your area that you consider a valid area from if the breaker is a valid breaker, which you will be able to reach to. Now, if you would do it from here, your 2R will be here somewhere. So you're leaving money on the table. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now your R to R will be higher because you enter here, but you have to calculate the 2R from here, and then you recalculate it for yourself how much your trade is. But you want to calculate the 2R from the bottom, and you want to stop loss here in case it doesn't work out, right? But if you think it's going to go like, okay, you see here we have a little suspension block here, right? Like what did ICT taught us about the suspension block? Those are always um, traded again to, but it doesn't have to trade again to it now. It could, we have time distortion. It could go a little bit here, go back lower, and go back higher because we're in higher. Remember, we are in higher time frame consolidation, so the trade might not work, right? But we're gonna test it. But when you're in higher time frame consolidation, you always have to be more careful. But like I said, I don't like. I want it to stay below the 20%. So I would like just to wick and then go back under. So for me, in this case, I would not go. I wouldn't enter too high. I guess I would just wait and go here because it's still a nice trade, right? I mean, it's still 55 points. So I would just wait and enter if we get below here. Because for me, price has to be below 20% and actually below here. But this is too low, right? You don't want to enter here. You want to have the benefit of the 2R. So let's see. But this one might fill though, right? Because we are in higher time frame consolidation. It might not be the time yet, but let's see if we want the break or retest within a macro, preferably. But we can deviate. We're going to test it. We're going to deviate and see if it works. If it doesn't work, we just. But I just want you guys to. Now, why is it a breaker? If a low, high, high, low, high, high, and this high needs to have taken liquidity, right? So that's the case. So this high took out liquidity here. So that's enough, and we reached for liquidity here. We had the previous day midpoint as well. Oh, Jay, are you in a scalp? Yeah, in a GC scalp. Nice. We'll have a quick look on gold because I think it's nice how it's moving as well now. There's opportunity. What is your TP, Jay? What is your I don't like. I would never take that trade to be honest. Your outside breaker. Um, it could reject here. You're. Oh, you're just going for the. Okay, you're just scalping it. Oh, scalp. Yeah, you said it's scalp long. Yeah, perfect. Okay, you're scalping. Ooh, where did you? I would be careful here though. Yeah, we have over here 235. Oh, you're scalping, so that's perfect. Get in, get out, get paid, and run. Right? Count your money. Yeah, you need to have. Hey, we got some good traders around here. Traders with balls as well. Now, my ideal trade for this one would be just a wick into this area, just a wick and then wick back. So stay below the body, stay below 20%. So I want to see weakness. Let's see if we can get the that smaller trade. Well, it's still 55 points, but still consider for me a small trade. Um, it's not a small trade. 55 points is not a small trade at all. I take that back. I take that back. That's a ridiculous thing to say. We'll get. Um, well, that's my thing. As an AMD, as a so. Hey, and you saw Blue Sea yesterday as well. So stick around here, and you'll get them too this year. It's just it's just sometimes it's just maybe one little thing that you need to add to your arsenal, and then you start understanding um, how to benefit from them. And at some point it will just click, and then you suddenly you're noticing, hey, I'm getting from 20 points, I'm getting more 30 points trades, and then suddenly before you know it, it's like, hey, I'm getting 40 points trades, and suddenly you understand the cycle of a market maker buy and sell model, and then you're able to get the whole cycle right on the lower time frames. Um, okay, let's see, 249. I want to watch the 1 minute here. I'm gonna go back to the one because I think I don't need the 30 seconds now. It's gonna go one. I think we're gonna go 249. Now the question is, are we gonna use half of the macro to go up and the other half to go down, or are we just gonna go up? It's tricky. It's very tricky. 250. 'Now, I don't like the structure, to be honest. I really don't like the structure. Actually, I don't want to teach this one to you guys if it's a bad one. Let's Okay, now let's see what we're gonna get here. So we're looking at this area here. Yeah, exactly. I'm looking at it and it just makes me. I think we're just making another low here. We're gonna get a new 1 hour candle in 7 minutes. So I think we're just gonna go up, up, and then make a new 1 hour candle, obviously. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna wait how that one opens. Um, like I said, we're just gonna make a lot of these candles, and maybe we're gonna get a 4 hour full consolidation candle. But I do like it that the bodies are getting below. It doesn't see the bodies don't seem to. 253. I'm gonna wait one more candle. I'm gonna enter that short, but it might be stopped out. But it's just going to, sometimes you just have to try some things, and you need some bad examples as well to see. Okay, this doesn't work. Why? Because higher time frame consolidation. It was macro, but um, let's see if we can go a little bit higher into the. Talking about propulsion blocks, that will be too high above the breaker, right? If we go all the way, but halfway would be fine. Let's see how far we can go up. Yeah, it's very low, and Q is extremely low, but it's always high. If you see high time frame like this, you actually just want to close up your chart and look at gold or do something else, right? Um, are you still on a trade, Jay, and your gold? $255. Well done. Well managed. Do you notice the percentage of the weekly range here? Let's see if we can get over the 30%. So like on what I also mentioned yesterday, when you are on a Thursday, you want to have already the weekly range in on your vision to see, okay, where are we in the weekly range? Like I said yesterday, on this NQ, we are between 20 and 30%. And most of the times when price is already in that area sooner than, for example, on a Friday, you tend to get consolidation within that area. It could still break lower and make an extend the range, but the moment you enter in this area, you want to identify. You want to be okay. You have to be vigilant because you can technically get your TGIF already on Thursday, right? And then it could just consolidate the rest of the time, or just make very small moves and not really extend the range or break a high or a low anymore. Now, I would find it very, very weird if we're not going to break this low at some point because we already made this one yesterday, right? But now we're back in that 20-30% range. You see here, and now for me, what I like though is that the breaker doesn't go over the 30%, right? So let's see if we are. So I'm gonna wait, see if I can get a better, if I can see, if I can push up to here. Now I like this because this area has been formed in that other macro. So we might have a chance, a higher probability that it might balance out this little imbalance here. So I might enter here. I might put a limit order here. Let's see. That will give me a better R to R obviously than this one. Hey Cesaria, how are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna go back to the 1 minute now. I don't need, I've got all my information here. Oh shit. Yeah, why are you doing that? Let's go to the 1 minute. 1 hour. Okay, I'm gonna see how ugly this is now. But we'll see. We're gonna try. We're gonna give this a go in the ugly, ugly, ugly environment. See, I like this area because these imbalances have been created in the macro. So for me, hey Avram, welcome. Nice to have you. So you see here, so I'm hoping sounds weird, but it is higher probability that if it's created within a macro, and especially this macro that I'm tracking, I'm trying to build a model around this, around the 150 to 210 macro, or generally speaking, the 2 a.m. move. Let me call it that way, yeah. So let's see if we can make it into, because we're still within that breaker if we are going here. And it would finalize a small market maker sell side, buy side, going back into original consolidation, right? So let's see if we can do that or not. Oh, it's 3 o'clock already. Maybe this is it. Where's my breaker? It's hard to see right here. It's not a good example, but I should go to the 3 minute. It's a little bit harder to spot this one, I think, for newbies. Backwardation. Hello. I have to make sure that I pronounce your name properly. How's it going? How are you doing? Now let's see if we are going to. I don't want to actually disrespect this area here because actually that will be. I don't like this area. I don't like it too much to trade. I don't think I'm going to enter on this breaker, to be honest. So low probability. I don't want to give this example actually. Yeah. Now actually I like a short on gold to back to 20%. It's right over here. 4369. More interested in that actually. I'm so happy that I'm not trading anything really now. It's just really. Let me put on my. Okay, we have a new 3-hour candle, a 1-hour candle. Sorry, a new 1-hour candle. Let's have a look. What are you doing? Are we going to 3 past 3, 4 past 3? I'm sorry. I would not go enter. Why would I enter a short if we just disrespected a bearish PDOA, right? That doesn't make any sense. So I would not enter this short here, right? I would not do that after in the same macro disrespecting a bearish PDOA. Maybe if we take out some liquidity and go back lower at some point, I might, but not when in the same macro we disrespected a bearish PDOA. I would not. I would not do that. That would be suicide. That would be stupid. So I guess this is just it's yep. Jerry, how's it going? Price action is not as good as yesterday's London price action, in all honesty. It's a little bit more, how can we say it without being disrespectful towards NQ? What are the right words? I can't find them. We're in a higher time frame. What's good? Are you asking what is good, or is that what's good? Well, this is not really good, right? Higher time frame consolidation. 4 hour. I hate that. I think we're going to get one or two more of these candles most likely. It's just effing annoying. But what's the good thing about accumulation? After accumulation, there's always manipulation and distribution. So it's just a matter of time, right? So actually, we have to think about it in a positive way. Let's do that. We love accumulation because of what it gives us in the next move. It might be in 2026 though, so are you building a plan to follow? That's good. I mean, this is a perfect time to do those things, right? Um, yeah. Don't push your edge. Well, never push your edge in higher time frame consolidation, actually, in all honesty. Unless you scalp, I guess. if you scalp and you see you have a proper range and you trade, like for example, like I say, the 20 between 20 and 30% on Thursdays, if you're already there, I think those are valid trades. Now look how many times we have been trading within that range, right? If you have like a little sweep, you take it back to 30%. Same here from 30. Well, this one didn't reach it, but this rejected here. So you manage, you see a wick, you take half of the wick. Um, this one here again, 30, back to 20. New candle opens, goes back up, you take it back to 30. How many points are this? Well, then it's not a lot of points, but if you scalp a few times, you can still do it, right? But I'm not really interested in it, but maybe I am at some point. Now we're above 30% as well. We're getting out of that range, so we might now go up to Asia high, right? Let's see. Lucy, are you in you're looking for a long, right? It's exactly the same trade almost as yesterday in the PM session, right? It was bouncing on one of those fair value gaps. The time was right, 2:33, start to move. Well, let's see. Let's see if we can get a macro trade. Are you long on YM? Where are the trolls? Even the trolls are on holiday. Well, sort of. I'm ready for some free entertainment. I'm gonna get some peanuts. Hold on. I'm hungry. And Q's making me hungry with this stupid party. Sorry. Oh, I still like this area here as well. We left a little gap here. Mm, very small. I'm gonna take this trade here up to here because I'm. Mm-mm. I thought this might be a continuation like yesterday that it tapped into it and went up, but it doesn't do it. We've got an inversion here. It might reject here, but we'll see. Yeah, the bodies are below the 30% again. I should get out. Not gonna do it. It's gonna distort again. It's not time to run. Let's see. It might distort a little bit and still go down and wait until the 350 to 410 macro before it makes the distribution move. But let's see. Yesterday we had a tap and we straight blasted off of the first presented right in London, but now it's just we've got this inversion here, so I wouldn't be surprised if it goes a little bit lower into this area and then later on it goes. We're still in this area here, and we are below the 30%, so let's see. It's okay. It's taking a little bit too much time to my liking, so Let's see, 320. 320. 320, baby, come on. I would not follow my trade if I were you, KSB. I am bullish, but the time might be off because we're in higher time frame consolidation at the moment. So it might be a little bit too early. Yeah, there we go. Still respecting the first presented, but I'm expecting it to take one more leg down and then maybe go up later. But we'll see. We did respect a lot of bearish PD arrays, so let's see. Let's see how the 1 minute printing. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, we're poking above the 30% again. Let's see. No, I don't trade YM, Jerry. I'm not interested in YM. You can look at YM, but I'm not gonna deviate. I'm on NQ right now and managing the. So another thing that I want to share, if I have my macro here and it's 150 and it's creating an equal high now, I might have to wait another 20 minutes before it goes over this high. So that's something to consider when you use macros and you combine time with price, right? This price action is telling me that the time is not right to move yet. It's going to move, but the time is just not right yet. We'll see. We might get another retest of this area maybe, and then I'm getting out. I'm gonna wait. 25. Patience, patience, patience is rewarded. Patience is rewarded. Uh, guys, I'm no one's honey or baby. I don't know. Um, I'm not a honey. I'm not a baby. Hey, I asked for it, right, guys? Didn't I not ask a few 5 minutes back? I said, hey, I want free entertainment. Give me some. We got it. Hee ha. Hey, Jerry, you know what's coming, right? I'm bored with NQ, so now bring it on, baby. Give me my ammunition so I can. It's the last day of the one. It's 2 more days of the year. We can do it. We can go full scorched earth now. Ah. Oh, NQ, are you gonna do it now? I'm gonna really be upset with you. So I'm gonna bite someone's head off. Oh, look at that gold. Let's see if gold can go back to 20%, or it's going to just. Guys, these levels are very solid, and let's see the 350 to 410. It's very high. Look here, we've got a very nice gap here, going back into this area. Hey, Dora. No, I'm based in South Africa, but we are almost the same time zone, though. What about? Oh, are you in the UK? Yeah. So, Jerry, start no. I asked you before. Did you notice where it really where the retest was, right? See that? That's why I wasn't too eager for. I just really wanted to wait and see how it was reacting here. But yeah, this was a good short. It's cleaning up some nice levels now. Look at that. Ooh, look at gold going, guys. Ooh la la. Love it. Jerry, those are the weekly range, the percentages. So because it's technically, I use those levels when I start looking at the TGIF. It's just the OHLC of, and it's not like only the weekly candle goes back into the range, right? It's any candle because everything is fractal. But see, wow, that is just such a beautiful move. And like I said, because technically we are at the last day, we are at the last full day of the year, right? So technically we can consider today being Thursday. So that's why I'm already looking at those levels and using those levels very significantly. I trade off these. I make a lot of money on those levels on Thursday and Friday. I've backtested a lot, and for me, like I said on NQ, that's why I'm continuously looking at these levels. You see how this candle can't pop up above the 30%. And like I said, hey, if you want to scalp here, you can scalp between 20 and 30% because you can already see that we're consolidating since yesterday already between, and this is the weekly range, but those blue levels, we also have a monthly TGIF, right? Because we're also ending the month. We're also in the monthly zone between 20 and 30%. This is exactly in the range. So, and I know from journaling that once we get into that range, the consolidation is there. So I'm combining two things now here in this area, the monthly with the weekly. So that's why I'm always saying I want to see a pop for long. I want to see a body closure above the 30%. But for the short, I want a body closure below the 20%, right, for the move. So not on the higher time frame. Obviously, it can be a wick, but I don't like. So I need to go to a lower time frame to get. You see how the bodies are not going. Well, here it did, but I'm looking at this is another level that I'm looking at. But this is the event horizon. That's something different, but also something that I use. But you can see here with the 30%, I really want to see yeah. But for me to go lower, oh, there we go. Now we get, let's see. This is like I like that move, and we are above the 30% now. 333. I think my long. I think I have to reassess again. I still think this was what was my trade yesterday until here, right? And I didn't make it, but I think today this might be this trade might come into play again. It might be a nice. Let me. I'm just waiting patiently. Long. Um, where can we trade off? What can we use? What can we use today? And Q, come on, give us something, you annoying little whatever. No, and Q, I will save those words for someone else, not for you. I think they're coming today. I think I'm going to use them today. You didn't tell me shit, KSB. I'm gonna ban you with your baby. You're annoying. Go somewhere else. I told you, baby, it was going up. You told me nothing, and I'm not your baby. And Q's my baby. People, they think they know everything. They don't even wait for confirmation. They don't know the effort they're talking about. It's going up, yes, but he doesn't understand when. Everything is going up or down once at some point, right? Here we go. We love NQ. Okay, so now what I don't like is that they're forming these wicks again, right on the queue. That's what. Remember when I think was it you, Jerry, when you said I want to prepare for a long for a short. You see, when now we have the wicks to the upside again. Like, oh, yeah, that's like. Well, I just use the logic of the TGIF on the monthly candle. So it's just you have to if you have a candle, right? Any candle you have a open, high, low, close. So basically, what you can say, even on the 1 minute, right? If you have a candle, you got a well, let's take a nice 5 minute juicy candle. Let's go over the logic. Now, obviously, sometimes you have a lack of manipulation. So when we're just taking, we're leaving those out of the, we're leaving that out of the. It's just I'm just going over the logic. It doesn't matter if it's gold or anything, right? So you have an open, a high, a low, and a close. So every candle, every candle retraces back 20, 30, 40%, generally speaking. Not always, but the weekly candle tends to do that. So it doesn't matter on the candle, but if you know the month is ending, so we have the last day of the month, which happens to also be on the same as the weekly, because sometimes they don't align, right? If you have not every Friday is the last day of the month, but if you have the last day of the month and it's also the last day of the, like tomorrow is literally the last day of the month and the week, so then you can combine the two and you can see if there's overlap, right? So Tamir, I talk about anything that I like to, and gold is also something that I do talk about. So, and we do go over gold. Sell or buy? Um, no, I'm not gonna say it. You'll see when we put it on. I'm literally now um, gambling on my house today. So we'll see trading if I can keep my house or not. So it's pretty exciting because yeah, I want to become a gambler. I've been too conservative this year, so I've got 2 more days to gamble. So I'm gonna do that today. So you're welcome to join. We gamble here. We don't look for logic. We just gamble here. Signal surface gambling. All degenerates come here, and we gamble. And then I have a Discord as well, and then we've got a few psychologists there as well, and they help us if we did wrong, because it doesn't always work out. Yeah, you gambled your wife already. You gamble your wife. Yeah, I'm gonna gamble. I think today. I think I'm gonna gamble. I have my car left. I don't have. I already lost my house. Um, I can only gamble my car. I pay rent now, so we'll see. Last day. It's low probability, so it's perfect for degens like us. We love it. Yeah. But welcome to the degen club. We are well, we are actually pro gamblers, right? Okay, let's go to the 1 minute. Okay, so the long is already in play here. You see that? I'm gonna enter anyway. I'm too early. Hold on. No, it's not in play. Sorry. See if I can keep my wife or not. So we, so, okay, guys. You see here, you see where we had the original consolidation, which started within the macro, right? We took it out, so we can almost, for now, this market maker sell buy model is considered to be done, right? We hit the an end walk here as well. So I would be a little bit careful now, wait for the next macro to see what it's going to do, because technically we hit this level, which was consolidation. We took out a high, and we also hit an end walk. So I would just wait a little bit for the next macro to start and see how we might retest this this first presented, because technically we have not. You don't see a wick here, right? So best the best trade would be if we get a retest here. But now, because it's low probability, we might not get it. But if it does, this will be a perfect entry. Gamblers United. Now let's see. Let's see. Oh, I want to check SMT, by the way. I haven't checked that for a while. Did anyone check SMT? Um, no SMT. See, there's also low probability, right? Oh, we actually, no, we did not. Um, well, here, one Monday. Yeah, no, we cannot consider that valid, I guess. On the 15th. Where is my FX repo? Oh, here you are. I need you. Copy. Okay, here we go. Okay. Now they are similar. Hey Dean, remember those trades that that I tried yesterday? Um, if we do get a breakout to the upside, I'm still going to aim for that level that I tried to um, Because remember, this is an opening range gap that we didn't fill completely, right? We left a part. Let me show you guys again. Remember this opening range gap? We did not fill it. We only filled 1/3 of the whole gap. You see this? So we still have this whole opening range. Now I targeted yesterday, I believe it was this area here. I didn't even go for the full range. I thought, okay, you know what? Sometimes it just leaves 25%, but it did not even go there. It just filled 1/3, a little bit high, a little bit more, as you can see. It filled, okay, it filled the midpoint, yeah, up, down on the 15. So we are halfway. So I still have this area in my as a valid trade. But again, we just need to, time needs to be right. Are we going to make another low first before we go up again, right? That's the question, because we got equal lows here. I am inclined to think that we might not go up here now and make another low first. So, but let's see. I mean, if we start going higher, I guess. I mean, it's still a good. How many points from here? 100 points. Okay. But preferably, I would like to say, but 806. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think this is, you know, I still have this area because also I think this needs to be retested as well and reclaimed. 826. So I'm just waiting for the right time for this move, but let's see. Maybe we're going to get it. Maybe it's done. So that's something also I have on my list for 2026. I'm trying to, because I'm sure there is a way, time to see how long time distortion, how many levels of time distortion is there, how does it work, you know, how many lows will it create to be taken out and when, so you can combine the time element to that. That's what I really want to. So instead of just waiting and get confirmation, I want to be like starting to understand time distortion, because I think there's logic to it at some point, because it's also a cycle, right? It does it in cycles. So so we'll see. I mean, that will be awesome if you can understand the time cycles of the distortion. So that's something I just have to wait, and I don't like that. I want to have the logic behind every move. So okay, let's see. Now we did take out that 150 to 210 macro high. So we expect, let's see. So this was formed 150, 151. What time did we take it out? 3:36. Okay. I guess that tells me that we're going higher from here. I guess we're above this first presented fair value gap. Now let's wait. I'm gonna wait for the macro, but I'm gonna aim for that. I think I'm gonna aim for that same level because it didn't hit it yesterday. So that would have been a nice trade. That was it how many points? I think an 80-point run, but then I had to take it out of 50 at 50 points. Remember? So let's see if we can make it now. The only thing, you don't see a clear breaker, right? Because the price action. Oh, there we go. Are we running? 349. Okay, let's see. See, I would have loved to have a retest of something. So Dean, this is my problem right now. I mean, do you see a clear breaker, or do we have like, I want a retest of either the inversion or this fair value gap here or anything, but if it's just going to run out of consolidation, it's like, when is it going to slam down again, right? We don't know. Um, I just want to clear. Now we're at settlement. Are we at settlement price? It's hard to enter here, right? Mm. Tamir, go to the YouTube, go to my Discord. It's all there. Month 4, core content. Oh. I guess I'm doing something good that we now have to deal with these kind of people, right? There you go. These people are so pathetic that they make a new no, well, are you do I have to be polite, Dean? Come on, give me some fun here. This is free entertainment, Dean. I'm biting my tongue, but it's actually, I wanted to say a few things, but I'm not going to do it. But um, they come with the territory, right? He's now making a new profile again. He's wasting his instead of trading, he's making a new profile to get back into the to tell us that it's good. That's so long. Ah. The only way at some point, if it gets really bad, is members chat only. I mean, at some point. No, I know that you. Oh, could you just f off, please? You're such a. We don't need you here, store fuse. We know how to trade, my friend. Just f off and go somewhere where you don't need. We don't need your help here. We're doing fine. So I think the only way to deal with these kind of with such losers is just to go members chat only at some point. So then you don't have these losers coming in your chat and trying to disrupt. Because the only thing is, what they're trying to do is just to disrupt, right? That's what they try to do. But hey, hey, we don't need your help. You're just going to be banned all the time. So just don't waste your time and go something else. Tamer, I do, but he always he's making new accounts all the time, and then he comes up with a new name. So I can't. That's a problem. So when this gets worse, I will do a members chat only. That's unfortunate, but that will be the only. Yeah, I know it's just pathetic, but um, I don't want to. But at some point, I will do a poll, and if chat decides, there will be a members chat only, and then. But that's unfortunate, but it's the only way to keep it clean because this will become more and more sometimes, guys. This unfortunately. Um, the only thing I can do is ban all the time, and then he comes back. But it's just it's crazy. People are really. I'm like, it's just like, what kind of life do you have, right? When you do those things, he'll be back again, but it's okay. He's making another one now. Uh, it doesn't matter what you say to these people. They're just so. Okay, let's count, guys. I think this is number five. This is number five, right? I think. I think I'm going to report. I think I can report someone, and they can investigate, and then they can. Let me see if I can report. Yeah, report him. Um, unwanted child abuse, hate speech, promotes terrorism, harassment, or bullying. This is harassment. I'm going to report him. Well, there we go. First time. Thanks for reporting. Hide user on my channel. Yeah. Okay. I'm reporting him now for harassment. Hey, Papacito, how are you doing? Um, well, it is a long, but it's hard to enter right now. So, oh, we're already in the macro. Um, you're gonna be banned by YouTube. They're gonna find your VPN and whatever you're using, and you're gonna be gone. You pathetic loser. Tamir, you already you were in the Discord already, and I'm also a little bit fed up with you, to be honest. So I'm not gonna give you the Discord again. You had it, and you went out of it, and now you want it again. I'm sorry. Guys, shall we just let this guy do his thing and just let him just because he's just going to come back all the time. There's no point in deleting him. He's just making new. He's just making new. Hey, listen. I asked for trolls, remember, and I think my wish was granted. But I don't think I should ever ask for it again. Remember, I said, hey, give me some trolls because then we can have some fun. But this one is really annoying, to be honest. This one is the worst. No, I know it's we should just all just say hello to him. Hello, we're happy to have you back. Tell us where's Price going. We're going to be very nice to him now. We said we're waiting for him to give us. We don't know what to do. Okay, listen, 350 to 410. Nothing is really happening, but we have consolidation. Um, it's actually a good thing that we didn't get in, right? Even though it's trickling up. So I made it's very funny. I made a video on trolls because I knew it was coming. But so I have three trolls. We have the baby troll. Those are innocent. They just make a stupid joke, and you just ignore them, and they just go away. Then you have the intermediate troll, and those they just need a little bit of attention, and then with one, you can just be outsmart them a little bit, and then they just leave. But then you have the professor troll, the ones that really make it a business to really disrupt. And I actually thought, that one. And the only thing in the video, I said, well, there's nothing else you can do with them. With them, just instantly, just ban them and not even talk to them. But this one just keeps coming back. I mean, it's just like I have never considered the ones that keep on coming back, like 10. I mean, I think he has 7 or 8 new accounts now, right? So, but there's nothing else you can do right now. Hey, Make Money Online, how are you doing? How's it going? We're waiting for a good entry on the trade. The thing that because now we're in the end walk, I wonder if we're gonna, I want to retest. I need a retest of something to enter. I just cannot enter like this, and I can't really identify a proper breaker. I can't really, I really want to retest. And otherwise it goes without me. That's all good. How are you doing? Did you trade today? 'We were waiting for you. We were waiting for you, baby NQ Bullish. Tell us what to do because we don't know what to do. Everybody realized that we can't go further without you. So 3 past 4. Okay, let's see, guys. 820, 827. I do want to get 75 points. I think we're gonna run now. I think we might get a little bit of a. I'm gonna wait. Okay, guys, apologies for this guy. We have a low IQ person in the chat, and he keeps on making new. I can ban. The only thing I can do is delete him, and he makes a new. Profile every few minutes. So I think this is number 8 right now. I think we're at 8. We keep on counting, right? Are you guys counting? I'm hoping this is the worst that we ever have to deal with. So my apologies for that. I can't do anything else than this. I can report him as being harassing. So that's all I can do. This one is really not fun, to be honest. It's a little bit too much. Yeah, are you guys okay with that? I don't want him to distract you guys as well. Or I guess members only chat is coming. I didn't want it, but if this is going to be the deal, I have to do it because I want to keep the chat clean. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, in all honesty, I think they're so pathetic, these people, that if you well, we'll see what happens, but most likely they'll just keep going more and more if they don't get what they want, and that's disruptive, right? But we'll see. I mean, hey guys, this is similar to yesterday's PM session trade. Remember, where it actually trickled up without a good. You really had to get in early without to take that move to the upside, right? 407. No. Yes, make money online. I agree. And I hope we are going to get a lot of luck and we're going to do well. I can't wait for 2026. I'm going to go full beast mode. The blue line, that's the first percentage fair value gap of the when the market. So I use like not only the first percentage fair value gap of the AM session, but also of New York PM session, London, but also when the market opens at 6 o'clock. And this one is when the market opens. Let me show you here, right? This one, the first after market opens, right over here. This one doesn't, well, you can see here we bounced off it to the downside, and here we are above it. So I use them as a roadmap. So now we are above of the, so, but I wanted a retest of this one here actually, but we might not get it. We might just go up, but I do have, I still want this area, but I do want a little bit more. I can take this one off here. Let's go. Okay, let's see. We might go into consolidation again. Let's see if we can get a good, like for example, for a trade to the upside, I would like a retest, like a tap into it. Like I don't like it when we go through it, up it, and then we do the same here. It's just not a proper retest what I look for. So still have to wait for entry. So that means I might not get my full 100 points on NQ, but who knows? Maybe we can get. We're going down now to get a proper. When I see it, and I know then it's okay. But until I see it, I cannot just enter like this, even though I know it's going up. Yes, make money online. I'm also just I'm already. All my accounts are already closed. I'm not trading my live account, my evals, or my funded anymore. I'm just tape reading and paper trading at the moment. So I don't really care. For me, it's just easing out of the market, reading price, working on execution more. It's always good to navigate in lower probability scenarios exactly from here, right? Because you can see we're in higher time frame consolidation, which makes trading very hard. And your entries are not, you never know when it can slam down. You don't know when the time, it's hard to sort of like you'll see when the time is right, and you'll see everything lines up, but those moments are very rare. So it's been trickling up, but where would I enter? It's really hard to. I mean, this would have been my entry here. This could have been a proper one, 258. But then look here, right? We have a. Well, I thought it was going long, but then I got stopped out. Remember, I got stopped out, but I can't remember where I went long. But it was a proper. The analysis was good, but the execution wasn't ideal because my stop was too small, so I got stopped. I believe it was here somewhere. I can't remember. What time was it? I think it was. Yeah, no, it was here. How did I get stopped out? I can't remember. I used this. Remember, I used on the 5 minutes. That was the one. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I was on the 5 minute. This was what happened. So you see the difference on the 1 and the 5 minutes. So I got in here. I said, okay, we are above this, and I saw this candle. I got in, and then this candle stopped me out. Remember, this one stopped me out. So would I have been on the 1 minute? So you see the difference here, right? On the 5 minute, because obviously the 5 minute gives a different fair value gap than the 1 minute, right? So on the 1 minute, I would not have had my my retest, but here you have a flat a bar. Here you have a candle without a wick. That means we need manipulation, and that means just a wick. So what I would love to see on the 1 minute is that price comes down, taps into it, gives us a tiny wick here, and then goes back up. That would be my ideal scenario for this trade, but it might not give it until maybe the AM session before market open, or as the market open move, for example, could be. But that would be my ideal trade, especially because this is now such a juicy area, and this is an algorithmic, very strong area because we have fair value gap, but also lack of manipulation because there's no wick here. And so that would be the ideal retest for me in this area. So I might wait for that for any trade. It might be, I don't know when that will present itself. So I might miss the move to the upside, but this will be my ideal trade. Hey Buckimi, how are you doing? We are in very low probability scenarios because we are in higher time frame consolidation. There's very little retest. There are very little good opportunities to enter. Having clean, let's say clean mechanical trades where you have everything lined up right for yourself, like time. Your if-then statements line up. There's always now one or two missing. So you're entering low probability trades if you enter. So And what time do we make the high in London, right? 4:03. Now the question is, are we going to go higher? Are we going to creep up? Or is this it for now? And are we going to go back into that range and go maybe here? Or are we going, because it actually made the high after 4 o'clock, right? Not at 4 o'clock, not before 4 o'clock, not between 2:30 and 4, but after 4. It's very interesting, guys. You see where the wick went? It went over the 25% of the opening range gap. It didn't tap into it. It just used it used the quarter level of that opening range gap. Now, so are you guys going to do something nice with New Year's? Are you guys doing something special? Okay, let's see. Well, it's 4 o'clock. Let's see if it's worthwhile to stay or just leave it and come back later in the AM session. I'm just going to see if we're going to go over this high within now and a few in the 20 to 40 run. If so, then it might be interesting to take a long. If not, we're just going to go into the range. But I'm just wondering if we actually are setting the tone to move higher before New York Open. But let's see. So this gray one, for the one who asked about what the blue line was, Phoenix, this gray one is the one around midnight. So the first one that presented itself after midnight. And this is the one that first presented itself after the 6 o'clock opening range. So this is the midnight range, this is the opening range, and this is now the London range, right? And on the 1 minute. Thank you, Ari. Welcome. Welcome to the family. There we go. Okay, I don't think it's gonna. Let's see if we can go over that first presented. If not, if this is the high now, I don't think we can expect. We're gonna go back into, I guess, in consolidation again, and then we might just have to. I think I want to have a nice. I think I want to go to the beach, have some nice. Okay, let's see. If you're gonna go move, we're gonna move. We're gonna go take the move. There we go. Let's go for Asian. Hey, Woodshed. For today, for tonight and tomorrow, well, let's keep it per day because it's a little bit tricky now with the market because we have a lot of consolidation. For an NQ, I am still looking for some. I have actually levels to the upside and to the downside, to be honest. So the question is, what are we going to take out first, right? We've got some areas that need rebalancing to the upside, but we also have like an N walk all the way here lower that also needs some rebalancing. Where are you? Hey, go away. Did I switch it off? Yeah, here, exactly here. We need some rebalancing here as well. So both to the upside and to the downside. So because we're in higher time frame consolidation, we really have to watch where the market is going to take us first, and then let's see. Look, it could go up, but it could just go way all the way back up and make new all-time highs. You know, I don't think it could, right, and then leave those ones maybe for next year, which I wonder if they would do that at the end of the year if they don't want to. They want to finish like all the imbalances that are in the vicinity. But at this moment, I do favor. It looks like we're going up, but the question is, when are we going to make the last bit of the move, right? There's a lot of time distortion and just a lot of, um, well, I don't want to say manipulation because it's moving now to the upside. Um, but yeah, so actually, look, I am actually looking for higher prices now. But question is, are we going to make the move now before in pre-market, or is it going to wait and hold it? We also have FOMC minutes today at 2. Now, the FOMC minutes. Hey, Ben, welcome to the family. The FOMC minutes are not as strong as the FOMC meetings itself because they are the minutes of those meetings, right? 3 weeks ago, but they could still use the minutes to create manipulation moves and take out those last imbalances with a large wick. So that's my only concern for today. And that news is not until 2 a.m. Eastern. So that's sort of like okay, you know what? Even though FOMC itself is a really volatile thing, and the minutes don't have to be, but they tend to be 8 times less volatile than the. But hey, I mean, we'll have to see because it's the end of the year. It's the last day, right? That we have news. We do have news tomorrow. As well at 8:30. I think that's unemployment claims, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a half day tomorrow, right? Unemployment claims, yeah, half day. But 8:30 news could also still do things. So that's why I'm sort of like, it's very hard to say. But if you're trading, I would really size down, or just paper trade, or just use micros. Just consider this just as just be careful now. By the end of the week, well, tomorrow's the last day of the year, trading wise, and we have a half day tomorrow, so there's only trading tomorrow. I guess Friday is the second, right? Am I mistaken? And then it's a new year, I guess. So yeah, it's the second is Friday. But a lot of people are still on holiday. A lot of it will be very low volume on the second because it's a Friday, right? I think we can really technically say with the fifth we are back. We really go beast mode on the fifth, right? We can really start like looking into. But yeah, it's but it's good to tape read now. Just really to see what the price is doing and how it's moving and when. Well, we are actually moving up now. Look, we are above the um, settlement price. But yeah, I tried to reach for the this area here yesterday, but it didn't work out. I only got half of the move, which a little bit more than. So I'm sort of like thinking we might go there today. But I want a proper retracement before I enter. Even though it's a paper trade, I still want a proper retracement. Um, are we rejecting here? Yeah. Guys, do you have any questions? Because I think I'm going to go touch some grass. I think I'm going to go to the beach quickly, do a nice walk. Get ready for the AM session. I think I'll do a longer stream because we have, or maybe start a little bit later because we got the 2 a.m. The 2 p.m. news. But I don't think it should be too. I'm not going to give it too much value, I think. Any questions, guys, before I let you go? Any comments? Be careful what you ask for. What time is it now? 4:28. Yeah. There could be nice moves in pre-market though. I mean, it's if it's moving, if we have an extension, it could just trickle up. Well, you know what, guys? I'm seeing it's gonna move up now. Um, I'm only shorting NQ and ES in 2026. Wow, are you the whole 2026? You think we're going to go down the whole year? That sounds actually a little bit depressing, to be honest. I mean, I love shorts, don't get me wrong, but the whole 2026? That means we're in a pretty bad shape then. If we have to, we're going to go down all the time. Okay, guys, we tagged midnight here. I think that's a good time to. Yeah, I think it's just going to trickle back up. I think it's just going to go up now. Um, yeah. I think I'm just going to let this one. Shorts are easier. Yeah, I agree with you. I love shorts, and especially if it's a low resistance liquidity run, I tend to do them better than longs, especially on the AMD trades. If they are the distribution, the shorts tends to. I prefer the shorts as well over the longs. I consider them easier as well to trade for some reason. I don't know why, because the logic is the same, right? But I prefer shorts over longs. But if we are only in a shorting market, which is we're going down, and just only the retracements are to the upside, I guess it's more than I think. Oh, that means the whole world. I mean, then there will be. That means that I guess it's not so positive for geopolitical things if we're going to short a whole year, right? But yeah, there might be. I guess might have some movement to the downside, but let's not hope it's going to take all year long. But anyway, we're going to talk about that next year. For now, I'm going to touch some grass. I hope you guys can do that as well. And I'll see you guys back later on. I just don't want to trade. I don't want to trade this. This is just too slow for me. And even though it will go up, it can go up with me. I'm just paper trading anyway. And yeah, let's see if we have some nice price movement in the AM session. So Let us see. Bye, Tamil. Sleep well. I want to see that 1 hour wickless candle to go. Only interested in shorts. You want to see the 1 hour wickless candle to go. Let me quickly go to gold before 1 hour. Where is that wickless candle? You mean this one? Oh, you want this? You mean this one or this one? The 30th December, the one. We already wicked over this one, I would guess. So we're rejecting most likely here to go lower. Um, uh, I don't see any 1 hour wickless above me. Oh, here, I see what you mean. This one. Yeah, that was my level from yesterday, right? Was it or not? I think it was 827. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. This one here. 856. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this one here. Tapping into an N. Is this an N walk? No, this is an N walk. Yes. Do we need mitigation there? Let me just double check. Oh, we actually do need to go in. We do need to do some stuff in this one as well. I didn't. Yes. We need buy side in this one. It could. I mean, we do need some buy side as well here. So who knows? It's original consolidation, so we could go all the way back up. Now, I do think if we're going to go up there, I don't think it's going to do that before 9. But I think the short might present itself within the opening trade as an opening trade, I guess. So, okay, guys. Well, I think there's enough opportunity to even for paper trading and just to read price in the AM and the PM session. So, Adam, welcome to the family, Mr. Petits. Okay, guys, I'm going to touch some grass. I'm going to go to the beach, and I'll see you guys later. I love you. Thank you guys for supporting me and hanging out, and really appreciate it. It's such a nice way to end the year. Okay, no over trading, and if you trade, stay safe, size down, and don't give any money back to the market. Ciao, ciao.